This is the Entertainment Buzz.
Hear me told ya.
Yo, yo, yo. What them say? Up to the buzz. I don't know. The buzz.
You know how we roll.
This is the Entertainment Buzz.
Further on in the buzz.
That is why they borrow our things. And them searching. Like what just on a clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes so good. Like a flag. Hear me now? So bounty. Dig it way. Entertainment Buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
All right. Want to say welcome to the E-Buzz. I'm Kishima Francis.
And I'm Courtney Mack holding down things for DJ Bones.
I know, Bones is somewhere having fun, having a blast.
Vacate them something, you know, a thing, of course.
But enjoy yourself. You deserve it, DJ Bones.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I want to say welcome to those of you who are joining us. Remember, you can watch us live online at irafm.net, or you can just simply clock in and lock in to the 107s. We are live.
Most definitely. So, of course, E-Buzz, bold, unbiased, zooming in on the hottest in entertainment. Of course, we have to make mention of the sponsors, Kishima. I mean, Worthy Park Steak, Rum Bar, truly Jamaican.
All right. And remember that you can also follow us on Twitter. It's ira_FM. Instagram, it's irafmja. Or you can simply just follow us on Facebook. It's irafm on Facebook. And we have, what do you call it?
Some live persons in the studio right now.
Yes, a fantastic group of individuals here tonight.
Everybody
I feel
unique
it
in their own style.
We're
like
going to have a great show. So I want to say welcome officially to, of course, Feluke. Also welcome to sound system operator, producer, radio personality, Hot
Bobby
97.
Konders.
Welcome.
Enough big up. As soon as we start out the microphone, of course, you don't know Bobby Konders.
I think you're up and
you want to
running,
check it?
Yeah, no, I was saying thank you.
Big up. See it every time. And of course, also, too, we got our Newsic artist for this week, which is Mello T. Welcome, Mello T.
Yeah, bless up.
So, of course, you know, week after week, we have to provide a platform for upcoming talent. Let's kick things off with our hot topic.
Sure, without a doubt.
A lot of things has been popping off over the weekend. Well, from last weekend into this week.
Weekend,
so
and of course,
I know that one of the things that we highlighted was that the wait continues for entertainers Vybz Kartel and Sean Storm.
True.
We spoke with attorney Bert Samuels, and long story short, he's saying that it's not unusual because it was 4 months ago that his appeal, there was a trial to see if he could get an appeal.
That's correct.
And they still have not gotten a verdict in that situation.
So we're still waiting.
Bert was saying that it's not unusual. They are going through some 6,000 pieces of evidence. And, the Supreme Court stays busy. So let us see what happens and if they will get anything from the courts before the festive season begins.
Let's see. I mean, or is it a 2019 situation? So let's see.
It's perhaps more looking like 2019.
Yeah, I mean, based on how things are flowing and, a whole heap of things.
But let's see.
Like we say. Also, members of the Rastafarian community at a press conference this afternoon has expressed disapproval with international rapper Snoop Dogg. Now, the contention is over Snoop's misuse of the title Snoop Lion. Now, according to Maxine Stowe, intellectual property consultant for the Rastafarian Millennium Council, says if a ruling is not made, that the matter will be taken to the Supreme Court. Rapper Snoop Dogg got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on Monday, thanking himself for the journey to celebrity. So, I mean, the Rastafarian community has said, boy, I hear me Snoop, that's Snoop Lion and Snoop Dogg.
Well, what they're saying is that when he had taken on the name Snoop Lion, right, the Rastafarian community, he actually signed...
He came to Jamaica and,
it was kind of like basically like a contractual agreement that he would not commercialize the Snoop Lion. So they are now saying that, they think he's being too commercial with it, and for them it's sacred and that sort of thing. But is this going to be a tough fight for them, though? Because...
I mean, but pretty much.
He has the name Snoop
Dogg was there years ago. Snoop Dogg was putting in the work years ago.
I mean, you feel free to come in, Bobby
Feluke
Konders
or Bobby Konders, you can step right in.
I'm from the bricks, so New York is like, first of all, I think when Snoop
did the whole reggae thing, I felt like he should have just rapped, because he was doing a whole like fake Jamaican thing, and it didn't work.
For a little while, yes, for a little.
The dance on the reggae community would embrace them more if he was just natural, being himself. That's what kills a lot of American artists, rappers, whatever. As soon as they do a little dancehall thing, they want to twang out the thing.
Right.
They didn't really grow up in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Just be real, because the thugs want, people rate you for being real.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Now, if now in his heart, if he made a verbal agreement with the Rasta community, well, then he should uphold that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that is why they are disappointed, because he's not upholding that. And, he came and pulled the whole Bob Marley reincarnated thing, being Snoop Lion and no longer Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, but I don't think he's no longer Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg would always be Snoop Dogg.
His star says Snoop Dogg.
My thing is, when I met Snoop Dogg in, I think it was Switzerland or one of those countries, he was so embracive towards the Jamaican culture even before he came to Jamaica to do the Snoop Lion thing.
Yeah, that's correct.
I could have feel like everybody else who was there, when he heard Jimmy Cliff was there, he was like, what? Man. And he hugged all of us in the back.
Yeah.
So you feel that connection that he's like, yo, I am rooted with this. So coming to Jamaica and doing this Snoop Lion thing, I think he wanted to travel that journey as a spiritual journey, but Snoop Dogg will be there.
Yeah.
And will always be there.
And like you rightfully say, listen out. That's the situation when he came here, what he signed. He knows what he signed on paper and whatnot. Yeah. But at the same time, things they're giving me a star for being Snoop Dogg. That's Snoop Dogg, you know.
I think you just also put it into perspective there, Feluke, by saying it was a part of his spiritual journey. It was a trod that he had to make to embrace that side and see if it is something that.
So the stars for Snoop Dogg, though, they're not saying Snoop Lion.
No.
So, but the Rasta community still feel like he commercializing the thing.
That's correct.
But where's he getting money from Snoop Lion though?
No, there is no.
No, Snoop Dogg is where that is where it. That's where it's at.
That done seal up long time.
Yeah, man, that's where it's at. You can't change that.
Yeah.
You can't change that.
Doing TV shows with Martha Baker, whatever her name is.
Right, no, that cooking show.
Yeah, the cooking show.
He's eating. Snoop Dogg.
No, man, I embrace the spirituality. It has nothing to do with getting a star, in my opinion.
If he was marketing himself as Snoop Lion continuously
and milking it,
then you have a case. But Snoop Dogg got the star.
Yeah, he's not putting red, gold, and green shirts out. Snoop Lion,
and quite possibly he'll tell you maybe the Snoop Lion is the spiritual side, you know.
Yeah. But it's gonna be a hard ball for them.
I think if they could contact him, they could, come to
iron it out.
An agreement.
Yeah. I don't know him personally, but I think he's a good dude. Like his vibes, like you said, energy. His energy is
like he would want to know he's doing something that is actually in violation
if
of,
he felt
of
that,
their
I feel
sacred.
Like he would,
and also,
easy.
One has to, as you go by, you get accomplishments and you get, persons, give you awards for stuff that you've done. And are you going to say that you're not going to collect it because you went to Jamaica and you're now Snoop Lion?
No,
he
deserved that star, Snoop Dogg.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
He's
he
put
got
in
that
the
for
work.
Snoop Dogg. He didn't get the star for.
If you ask me, should I get the star a long time too?
Yeah. All right, so I think in a nutshell, we have assisted greatly the Rastafarian community with this short discussion.
Right, hopefully they understand, because there might be somebody who said, no, so the thing said, for you go lion, you don't go back to dog. You understand? So you know the thing go. So we can't please everybody, but big up yourself, Snoop.
No doubt. All right. No, week after week, we provide a platform for upcoming talents. And this week, Mello, you are a music artist. Talk to us a little bit about how you get the name Mello.
Well, the name is as is.
You're Mello.
Right.
Describes your musical style.
From a tender age, I got that name.
For being Mello?
For being Mello.
So what about the T?
The T, the T would go with, like, the surname is Thompson.
Got you. Right.
How did you get your start in music?
Well, it's in me, so.
That's it.
It's there.
It's there.
He's oozing music.
How would you describe your musical style, though, Melody?
My musical style is more. It's more like sending messages.
So inspiration.
Positive,
Right.
Positive messages.
Got you. Say more in the positive direction kind of thing.
Yeah, in every form.
I want to hear it though, Melody.
I feel like more hear it too, you know.
What if we put you on the spot
Yeah,
and
I
have
feel,
you
yeah,
sing
I feel like
something
more
for
hear,
us?
so yeah. A cappella.
I was sound like this down in Africa right now. It's creator of the world and everything around me. Bless everything above and all eternally. Creator of the universe and all entirely. Say, do all the good he can that he can see. Never is the do's of Jaja love for me. Do all the good he can that he can see. Never is the do's of Jaja love for me. Don't do anything to break his heart. Let cruelty and wickedness be out of thought. Envy not your brother, man, support and last. Creator of the world. Away and everything around me. Bless everything above and all entirely. Creator of the universe and all entirely. Say, do all the good he can that he can see. Now there's a blessing of Jah love for me.
Melody.
Do all the good he can that he can see. Now there's a blessing. Not be no evil, the world only good prevail. You know?
Mello just get started.
Yeah, I know. And
just warm up, eh?
Who would you say are some of your you get your musical inspirations from?
Well, first, the king, you know, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my icon. And then you have Barrington Levy, you know. I like unique voice. You know?
Yeah, I hear
Sanchez.
that. I hear the Sanchez though. Definitely.
Stevie Wonder. Anita Baker, Whitney. Those artists, you know.
Got you. Let me ask you. I mean, I just listening a while ago, and you sound really, really good. I mean, you're a nice singer. Do you write your materials or?
Yes,
all of your materials.
All of them.
Okay.
All of them.
And writing is something that you do, or you just say, "Yeah, hear me." You know, somebody just vibe the rhythm and.
No, writing come to me. Like, if it don't come to me, I don't write. If I don't get a vision,
right,
like to write.
So it's not so you write a song before the rhythm, or is it that you hear the rhythm and you say, "Boy, it inspire me to write that song"?
All right, I have a young musician, younger than me. So when I want him to lead me, I let him do the rhythm first.
Got you.
So I get a younger
Feel.
Right. And when I want to lead him, I sing the song and give him.
Got you.
Okay.
Get you.
You know what I want to ask you? Like there are, especially now, right, with the social media technological age, like almost every other person wants to be an entertainer, wants to get out there, wants to sing, wants to do it. How do you stay grounded? Because it's a rough industry, it's a rough business. It is definitely for the fittest of the fittest. And, you know, you will have times when you're knocking and it seems as if nobody is there. How do you stay grounded, and do you have a team that help you to, you know, sustain that energy and vibe to push through to make it?
Yes, I have a team. I have a team. Some of my team is even here right now.
See that?
You know, like, you know, my son, you know, my manager.
Big up.
You know, Sandra Tapper. Yeah, man, and I thought all of us is here. But what I do, I focus on the main thing I need to get out there, right? And then the main songs, and then now to catch up with the world. That's how I get the musician.
Right.
I will have a musician build rhythm for me, and I still use another musician to build another idea. See, and then
so you work with different.
I go in
persons.
all ages to get into the qualification, like these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is very competitive. So that's how I really fit in my thing.
Right.
To this.
Definitely. I mean, no, I'm listening to you, and which segues into the next question I was about to ask you. I mean, as an upcoming artist, as a music artist, I mean, there are challenges that an entertainer often has. What are some of the challenges that you find in this music business that you're having personally?
Well, you have a lot of standoff. You have a lot of selfishness. You have a lot of... it's a war. It's a battle you have to fight, you know. But I've been fighting this battle. Remember, I tell you, I'm born this way.
Yeah.
You know? So I face it and fight it.
But there's not one thing that you really can pinpoint that you say, personally, boy, you see that's something there. That's one of the challenges for me.
Like a main hurdle.
Well, the main hurdle, you mean that I would like to achieve or...
Just something where you have, and you don't want it for change. You don't want it for better. You want change so that even other entertainers after won't have this kind of obstacle.
What I would like is I would like our music to be played, to be heard more.
Right.
That's one of my main.
Do you put it out though, like send it to the different radio stations?
Right. That's why I try to do a lot of social network.
Okay.
On the social media, because it's one of the best forum right now for worldwide.
Okay.
To get the thing out there. But you know, that's one of my main, because from you listen to me, you will listen to me. From you listen to me, you will come my way.
All right. Now we also have Feluke and Bobby Konders. Feluke, welcome. Last time you were here, it was so long ago, and you know, you are, I don't know, you have a fantastic story to tell. I know a lot of Jamaicans, people around the world, we have used our platform to help raise awareness with your situation that you have overcome. Can you tell us, how is Feluke feeling? How are you?
I am blessed to be alive.
Give thanks.
Yeah, that's the first thing, you know, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate. And yeah, I appreciate love to the Rasta them.
Yes.
Sila, blessed. I appreciate love and appreciate all the love I got over the past year and a half. It was a serious fight. And as I say, I never knew I would be here today.
Give thanks.
Went to Mexico. Surgery was successful. They took out all of what was there. Went back the other day and they did a check and my colon was clear.
Sweet.
They found a little thing and they took it out in my bladder and made a vaccine for it. So I need to go back to do some little treatment and stuff. But otherwise from that, yeah man, I'm happy. I kick, I jump, I eat, I do all the things we couldn't do, go bathroom, everything.
Yeah.
Everything looking good now, and I can't complain, you know. I did like some small shows, and somebody come to me and say, since them cut you up, so like I sing better.
See that?
I was like, yo, praises to the Most High, because as I tell people now, I guess is my appreciation for life.
Yeah.
Now more than ever. That I always tell people that when I do music, it's not about the hype.
Yes.
It's about ministering to souls, winning souls. That's what Bob Marley did. You know, say we're just catching on to what he was doing, but he was trying to get us to think on a positive path, and a level of oneness, love. You know. Each one teach one.
Definitely.
You know, uplifting. And since I went through my situation, I've even understand it more and realized that my sister said to me, you see that song you write? All them songs that you write from way back when, you don't realize it was preparing you for what you were about to go through.
I was just about to say something quite similar to what you said. I mean, we give thanks. We're very happy with, you know, way things worked out, and we prayed a lot. We had IRFM. We encourage persons to, you know, support in whatever way that they could.
Thank you.
Having gone through this, I mean, I know mental state of mind was. I mean, I knew you from before this, and now that you've gone through this, is there any way in which you can say, you know what, this has changed me for the better mentally?
I was an angry person. You just never did know that.
It's true.
I was a very angry person.
True.
Like, only a few people know this.
I didn't get the anger side.
Yeah.
I didn't get the anger side.
Like, some people used to call me a ticking time bomb.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, that is why I got some of the jobs I got.
Explain that.
For example, I was the musical director for some of the artists them that people didn't want to deal with.
Got you.
You get me? And people normally come to me and say, yo, how you work with them? And I'm like, just understand who them be and treat them accordingly. And the reality is these artists enjoyed working with me because them never have to talk. I did all the talking. And if you need to go, you need to go. That's how angry I was. Like, you don't come rehearsal. All right, don't worry. Next.
But you classify that as being angry, but somewhat.
I get what you're saying, like in terms of you were short,
Yeah,
you weren't patient.
Like, you weren't tolerant in terms of certain things.
Yeah, I not having the time for that.
And then,
but that's being a no nonsense person.
You can be no nonsense,
but
Right.
patient.
and be loving and patient.
Right. You the
no,
love.
Me never have no love for
None at all.
foolishness.
So it was borderline in arrogant then. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
That's what I get in.
Yeah,
I remember when,
yeah.
since I came back from Mexico, and one of a very honest, I just call her very honest, Sharon Burke. Me and my PR personnel went there to talk to her and thing. Because where I went, she knew about this place long time. And we were talking, and she said to the person, "Una don't know Denver, you know. I know him." She know him from going to the hospital every time with sickle cell trait and all them things.
Got
And
you.
she said, "I thought Denver was one of the most arrogant human beings on earth, one of the most disgusting human being on earth."
How did that make you feel?
Felt good. And I'm gonna
That's
tell you
very
why.
interesting.
Because who I am now and who I was makes me look at that and say, yo.
You needed a wake-up call.
Yeah.
I needed the wake-up call. I remember doing the Jenny interview and I had to apologize to a lot of people. I had to say, yo, if there's anybody out there, musicians and all that I've ever hurt, I am sorry. Because trust me, them love me, you know, but them always say, yo, stay far because you don't know when they might go off. You know, some people say, yo, him come like a ticking time bomb. Say, yo, oh, him at midnight that. Anytime
And
him go.
How did you feel to see that love though? Because when we heard that, you know, Feluke had colon cancer and the industry, members of the industry, they join hands. There was a concert and persons give of themselves and their time to aid the situation. Like they showed up and they show out at a time when it was needed and necessary. How did that make you feel?
I remember when I reached the show, because during the process, if the people only know about the colon part, but it wasn't really colon cancer alone.
Oh.
Yeah. It metasizes. So it was colorectal protruding into the bladder. I couldn't urinate, couldn't go to the bathroom, rectum lock off, colon completely lock off,
Wow.
can't eat. Like there are mornings I wake up and I felt like today was a day. One day I tell them to carry me go up to the hospital and leave me because I'm tired for fight. I just need to stop now.
Whoa.
And when I remember when Dwayne Stevenson, after I went over to Spanish Town to do a talk with the youth them in the lockup. And Dwayne tell them a little bit about my story. And the youth them was like, because some things when I complain about Dwayne, I show them say, him there so Dwayne, I don't know where I got you. So when I reach up to the venue and I saw the amount of people, like my whole body just went like tears, and every song I hear that touched a part of me, I cried, and you know, and I'm so grateful that when I call on all these people, I remember even Tony Rebel coming into my bedroom and say, yo, you're gonna be alright, don't worry yourself. Ryan Bailey, we could have called him any hour of the night, anytime. Garrett Daly,
Nice.
Lamar Williams would have just come at the house and with us, everybody just there at the house and talk and everything. So, you know, Uncle Dean Fraser just push through and just call people and say, yo, yeah, we can't lose him. We're not going to lose him. We're not ready for him go yet. A lot of people keep saying that. And I think that was my biggest wake-up call when I realized that, yo, the things that I was complaining about, like when I hear my brother say, oh, one of the obstacles is he want to hear music more.
Right.
I used to complain about the fact that I do so much of people and them can't even play my music. No. Play it if you want.
The whole mindset, just the whole mindset.
Because my thing is this, you see, when you realize the amount of love that is in front of you, and this is the distraction. The love is right here, but we are looking for the love out there, so. And that's what I learned when I went to that show and saw the amount of love. But because I was looking for it to come into my face, I realized that, yo, in Mexico for 6 months, they teach me a new way to live. And that's why I have this thing that we have now is our, what do you call it now, our tantra, healthy mind, healthy spirit, healthy heart. The body must follow.
Definitely.
You see, if all of that intact, the body have to follow.
Love and positivity.
And that's exactly where I'm at now with my life. Like, nowadays, I tell people, like this morning I did see him and they said, superstar. I said, no, I'm a servant. That's what Yeshua the Christ was, a servant. That's what Bob Marley was. That's what Haile Selassie was. That's what Marcus Garvey was. But everybody I work to be a star will forget the servant part of life. And this whole experience have let me realize that, yo, just love is way more important than everything else will fall in play. Like everything
absolutely.
else.
And even though you look at it like that, like to say servant, I kind of just view it as service. And when you think service, you give of yourself without expecting anything.
Return.
And I think a lot of people sometimes tend to believe that they can fool the universe.
Yeah.
Like you're doing this because you want to get that. And it doesn't work like that. It has to come from a space of pure.
And
right.
And that's why even when a Jack Cure call me, Jack Cure go, my brother, I'm good to go. That's just me. Kimani, same thing. Anybody, once them call me, I'm good to go. I'm no longer held up on, oh, how much you pay me? No, I don't care. It's the love of doing what I'm doing. Let's do this. Let's get it done. Let's get it out. Yeah.
Love that. On a brighter note, I mean, what's the latest now with Feluke? We are talking about future now, present and future, more brighter thing.
The EP has been released by VPAL. And that EP was completed before I got sick. It was named before I got sick. Insight.
Okay.
Fabulous song. I have Kimani and Runkus and myself doing a song together. Gentleman and myself doing a song together with Jesse Royal and Nebulous, who produced the EP.
Nice.
And there are just some wonderful songs on it.
Nice.
And also, I'm keeping a show this weekend. Part proceeds to help somebody else to get the kind of treatment I got.
Same way. We love that.
You know? So
fantastic.
all the artists again came on board. Now we have Uncle Ken Booth, Romain Virgo, Kimani is back on board, Jack Cure, Jermaine Edwards, Runkus, Sarah Couch, Charmaine Lemonius, Zoja, and myself.
And it's called The Healing.
The Healing.
And of course, it's to fight against the cancer initiative.
Yes.
So you're helping somebody else.
Yeah,
I absolutely
we love
that.
We love that.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Big up, yeah, man.
We also have, of course, Bobby Konders in the building. I mean,
Live from
massive
New York
legacy.
Wagwan,
so
Bobby.
much to talk
Everything's
about.
great, family. Well, I'm representing New York, but I'm in the building. I've been coming to Jamaica for 28 years about now. Massa B is my label, my sound system. You might know Jabba. He started the sound with me.
True.
From Best to the Best, Love and Harmony Cruise and so forth. And I've been producing music for like 28 years. Massa B label from when I used to come out here, bring my little 45s, the records back in the day, up until the present. So what I did is I compiled a thing called Massa B Legacy. And if you're a reggae dancehall fan, you're going to know some of the songs. Some of the songs are big in Jamaica, and some have been big elsewhere globally. So you might know the Richie Spice in Jamaica, In the Streets Is Getting Hot. Bounty Killer, Suicide or Murder back in 95. You might know a Chesedek, Call Upon Them. Borough Bantam, Batter Them, TOK, Gaia Lead. And then with one new song on the compilation by Vibes Cartel, What You Selling.
What You Selling, What You
What's
Selling.
Yeah, it's a weed, it's a ganja song. And, you know, it's just my journey as a producer and just compiling something and trying to, you know, still be relevant in this digital world where some of the songs were released when we were pressing records. And then there's, you know, a couple, you know, with the Elephant Man and Sizzler, so forth, so on.
So this Massive B Legacy Volume 1 is a collector's item because it chronicles some of the work that you have done.
Well, it's all the work I started as a producer. I mean,
Okay, all your work.
Well, not all. I've released over 500 songs, you know, because when you used to do rhythm, you'd have a lot of songs. But my production is generally from reggae and dancehall.
True.
And, you know, some, like I said, some of the songs were on Billboard and some of the songs may have been big in Europe. Some of the songs were big in Jamaica and so forth, you know, and it's just my journey. I just wanted to put it out and do a legacy, you know, 2 in 2019 and so forth, so on.
Bobby, you have been in the business for a long time. I've been listening to your productions for a little while as well. I mean, there's a lot of different projects that you have put out. I have some favorites. What's your favorite project?
Boy, you want the artist to kill me? You know? Well, one person I got to big up when they say Massive B.
Yes.
And I met him kind of through Supercat. Back in the 80s, I used to go to the dances in Brooklyn when the artists used to sing around the sound. You know? And I was good friends with Nicodemus as well. And my first production was with Half Pint, Nicodemus, and Ina Kamosi. But then after I did a remix for Supercat called the Get a Red Hot remix. I don't know if you remember that, the hip-hop remix I did. And that got real big with the Yankee crew and the hip-hop crew. Me and Borough Banton, I met him in Biltmore Ballroom in Brooklyn, which was an old dance hall. And me and Borough just connected, and from 93 probably up until this time, me and Borough Banton are still friends. We released albums and toured the world together. So like one of the, I guess, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? Because he was in the South Bronx, I was in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and we just connected and stayed working. So I would always come to Jamaica, work with Killer, Cartel, Elephant Man. I mean, I was voicing Chesedek before he was Chesedek. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Worked with Richie Spice. So I enjoy Elephant Man. All the artists I'm good with because I try to show that same love.
Right.
When I'm in New York on Hot 97 on my radio show. So, you know, we interview all the artists. The other day we had Spice, Paris Hammond, and so forth.
Yeah.
Right,
So it's just like, you know, you feel the love and you just work with the artists them. You know,
So
and this is the love for reggae music.
So it's
I
a
wasn't born here.
bunch of musical babies. I mean, there's you know single-handedly take out a child and say, you know, I love you more.
Nah, I mean, because some of the songs, like Richie Spice, In the Streets Is Getting Hot is a classic down here.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And globally. You know, but then I did a song with Chesedek called In That Road.
True.
Some people may not know it.
Big in Europe.
In that road, yeah.
And, you know, they may know to call upon them. And it just, you always, like, it's hard for me to do a thing like this because it's like you're ever creating. It's like the next chapter. I'm the old young boy. I'm still in the game. I'm still in the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm still going, like, we booked out all the time. We still playing dances.
Yes.
We keep a Sunday night party in the heart of Brooklyn with 420 legal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And, you know, we 20 years, 25 years. So it's just, we still in the game. You know, we still grinding.
And I, in my opinion, I think it's even more than grinding because you are an ultimate ambassador for Jamaica dancehall and reggae music because via your platform on Hot 97, you stay keeping the music heard for people on varied platforms. When you look at the industry and the platform that you have and being an ambassador for the music, what would you say to our dancehall and reggae entertainers who are listening and who are creating and everybody wants to cross over, everybody wants to get on that platform?
I don't think, see, that's the thing. Like, the sound has changed in Jamaica over the last 10 years. You know, they're making more beats now than rhythm. Now, I'm an older school dude, so you might feel like, oh, that's the old boy, Ray. But I just know from touring the world, going to Japan and Europe and these places, globally, the popularity has gone down.
Decreased, yeah.
In Europe, they're getting more into the Afro beats. Maybe even into soca, EDM, hip-hop, whatever. I realized in the 90s and through the 2000s, every country had a mom and pop record shop, and that's what I mean is you had your little record shop.
Right.
On Fridays, I don't care if you were in the Bronx or if you were in Kingston or wherever, you in Japan, Tokyo, people used to work and then go to the record shop and see their music.
True.
So I just knew I got to a point where my music was going global. I put out songs for Morgan Heritage, you know, another artist, even foundation artists like Don Carlos, and it maybe didn't play in Jamaica, but then I realized there's a whole world out here buying the music, you know. So with that being said, not the somewhere along the line in Jamaica, the younger producers, like, you have the formula here, right? You have the formula, but it went left a little. But the Afro beats and the Yankees are the Rihannas and the Beyoncés and Justin Biebers are taking a piece of the original formula.
Foundation, yes.
And it's working, but the younger producers in Jamaica went left a little bit, and I'm just noticing the global appeal ain't there, because even the hip hop DJs are not in America are not playing reggae or dancehall as much. Now I realize Chronix is having success, and he's just doing music, you know, do it for the love, do it for likes, and the, you know, Spanish, you know, love songs, the one drop songs, and so forth. But if you just like say on the Hot 97 playlist right now, instead of having a dancehall act or a reggae act, you're having an Afrobeats act. And there's only so many of them slots where they're going to give that opportunity to an artist, you know, to get that heavy rotation to play after a Cardi B at this point or whatever, because you got to understand it's hip hop and it's pop music, and radio's in the business to sell advertising, so they want their meters to be lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have your rising stars out here. It's just that somewhere along the line, the thing drifted a little.
So we have to go back to basics.
It always works.
And what would you say for the naysayers or for folks who just say, I mean, music has to change over a period of time?
No, it is going to evolve, and I'm not hating on at all, because I still play the younger artists and all the dancers, because I play for the younger generation.
Right.
But you have to understand, to them, what they're listening to and partying to is lit. It's loud. It's fire. It's red. It's hype. But for some reason, globally, it's not connecting as much as the middle 2000s, when, you know, say, you know, a Cartel from 05, 06, 07, you know, from that era before with Killer and Beanie and Capleton and, you know, Bourgeois. But you have to remember Shabba now got signed to Sony, and he had $1 million promotion behind him, so that was different. A whole different era. And you can't blame the younger generation, because the records are not going to sell what they used to sell. People don't buy records. They're streaming, they're bootlegging it off of YouTube or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But I just know globally, certain songs like Fever by Cartel, Conscience Broke Off Your Back, and certain songs, the people they're working with. You know what I'm saying?
There was a statement made by a Billboard journalist, Pat Machino, where she's basically saying that dancehall is not thriving. Do you agree with that statement?
Well, I think what we just said, it's thriving amongst the younger generation, but it may not it may not be going outside of their neighborhood. You understand? There's music being made in Jamaica that's not really leaving the island, or it's just playing in the straight Jamaican dancehall. And you have to understand also, I said this earlier today, in New York, back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, everybody was a yard man. Everybody was from Jamaica.
True.
I don't care where you were from, because it could have been because of the gangster life, the hustling, the streets. Certain men have things certain locked. You understand what I'm saying? But over the last 10 years now, everybody's identified with their own culture, their own country, and maybe their own music. So instead of the dance being 80%, the Caribbean dance being 80% reggae dancehall, now it's becoming
infused with other things.
It's
a lot more soca, a lot more Afrobeats, and then a little bit of reggae dancehall and so forth.
You just spit some truth.
Truth.
Yeah, we want to get back to some of that. We see Feluke nodding his head, and we've been talking about the Afrobeats, but just even to think about how Afrobeats.
Like but Afrobeats is a cousin of a dancehall. You listen to the tempo, listen to the rhythms.
It is.
You understand?
Kind of like reggaeton.
You know, you listen to them artists coming from Nigeria and even Ghana. They're emulating dancehall artists, reggae artists.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? And you listen, real talk, you listen to some of them DJ, they wouldn't get through the gate down here.
Yeah. No,
absolutely.
it's
You're
true.
correct.
It's true.
Yeah, man.
But
Real
the beat is fire, and that drum, that hardcore heavy bass line, it speaks
No, it's
to you.
working. If I tell you that I love you, and then you hear that rhythm, the girls love it.
Yeah, it's true.
The girls love it.
I always find it funny as a percussionist.
Mm-hmm.
Africa has the backbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica has the music.
Mm-hmm.
But as Bobby said, we are going left
Mm-hmm.
and copying while
Mm-hmm.
they're saying, okay, we'll take what you don't want.
Yeah.
You got the formula.
It's not a formula, so I'll take a bit
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
And then
And
we
it's-
complain and say, they're stealing our
Yeah.
music.
Right,
No,
right.
we
They
are
are.
giving it away.
Or
Because
not
we're
only
not-
that, people will even go as far, like you're on the radio and you play it to say you're endorsing a foreigner versus your own, when
Yeah.
truth is, if it clicks and if it's fire,
Sounds good, it
you're
sounds
gonna
good.
pay,
It sounds
you're
good.
We
gonna
shouldn't
pay.
fight it just because, you know, I'm a foreigner, so I
Yeah.
do reggae dancehall. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, do it for the love, but you just you have an artist from Africa that sings a wicked song. Why shouldn't you like it? Obviously,
Absolutely.
everything come from Africa. Day one come from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. We're supposed to know that. You understand? But somewhere in Jamaica, you know, industry started, and it got very popular globally, and then people started looking to Jamaica and emulating
For the
it
root.
and copying the sound.
Definitely. All right. So
Yeah.
I mean, based on what you say, I mean, you're completely right. That's where it is. Let me ask you. You've been here for a little bit. Since you're in Jamaica, I know you mentioned a few songs. I mean, that is actually on the playlist for Hot 97 and doing well. I mean, is there one song that you hear that you say, you know what, this song or this artist have potential to
You
grow?
talking about in Jamaica or New York?
In Jamaica presently.
There's so much talent in Jamaica. There's so much talent in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from a Ding Dong to an Elephant Man to a Cartel to you said a Jack Cure, a Romaine Virgo. I mean, there's so many.
True.
I mean, so many stars, so much great music. You know, because it's like it's funny though when I go to dance sometimes in Jamaica or even in New York with the younger selectors, you don't hear reggae. I got to go to Europe and play my dub box. You know what I'm saying?
That's very interesting.
You know, so
And
when
that's
you
right.
come to our parties, or even when I play in the Carib party, and it's not a hardcore yard party, I start with reggae because if I don't play it, nobody's gonna play it. And
What's
even if
the
it's a Bob
reception?
Marley, them kids love it. They getting drunk, they smoking, they drinking. They you know what I'm saying? They would sing in the Bob Marley and Ray, and then you draw a Don Penn, no, or you know Sean Paul and Sasha, or the
right.
Drop Leaf Rhythm. And there's some top 10
classics.
songs.
Yeah, man.
Classics.
Yeah.
When you look at the New York entertainment landscape, which dancehall act would you say is a standout, or what is the people gravitating towards?
As a New York artist
As
or
a New
yard
York-
artist?
Yard artist
Yard
in
art.
New
Oh,
York.
because I know Cranium's doing well in New York.
Yes.
But I know
Okay.
somebody used to say, like, when Adonia slowed his flow down, they was loving him.
Yeah.
You know, Adonia was sounding good. I mean, Chronix went in his own lane, and with his social media marketing and his management and his team, Chronix has his own lane. So he'll go to a spot and he can sell it out because his thing is really organized and he's just making good music. It's not necessarily the champagne splash
Yeah.
crowd.
Right.
But it's the kids, like, I got a 22-year-old finishing college, you know what I'm saying? She's a hip-hop kid, but she's like, oh, Daddy, I remember your Chronix. Yeah, you used
Right.
to, that's Chronicle's son, right? Yeah, because she know Chronicle, and I used to
Yeah.
produce Chronicle and so forth. She know Boro, and all. She know the whole thing, you know what I
Following
mean?
up the thing,
But
yeah.
his social media made it
Her.
aware. You know what I'm saying? So he's great, but there's so many people. It's just, if he get to, come on, Cartel had Fever and heavy rotation.
Right.
Off of the strength. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Conscience, and, you know, there's a lot of artists out there doing good.
Absolutely. I mean, looking back in the industry and looking back at Jamaica, do you think that, I mean, one of the concerns might be is that we're one of the musical factories where we produce so many songs on a daily basis and we have so many entertainers?
The computer made music too easy to make because now you get oversaturated with too much, and there's a lot of garbage. Real talk. And then the second thing is it's like the general public can only consume so much.
Right.
And then you also have the illusion that people do have great marketing schemes And you have the illusion out here where there's people getting streams and views, and they're not really streams and views because they have systems set up with computer robots to give you that illusion.
Yes.
So, not to throw Justin Bieber under the bus, but if you see a gazillion, trillion views and streams,
yes,
that's the major label hiring people in Malaysia, or they got rooms full of computer people or rooms of iPhones.
They just sit down and do that.
We live in an illusion society.
Yes.
We live in a generation of one sit, and it's real. He got 8 billion trillion zooms of views. How can somebody get that much views or streams? Like,
Feluke Wayne, I see.
Yeah, but see, Feluke, you agreeing with a lot of these points.
Because you're saying when Bobby Konders said that the computer beats are too easy to make, and as a musical director,
I am an old school kind of guy.
Yes.
I work on the computer too, but I work in bars. I do 4 bars, which is chorus.
Right.
And I have to do 4 bars of verse. Or 8 bars or 16 bars, and I go back to the chorus, and I go to the bridge, and then I have to go to the studio with my drummers and my other people to get it done properly.
Right.
But nowadays you go
Fruity Loops,
and it done. That's the whole song.
As Bobby said, Fruity Loops.
That's the whole song.
Yeah.
There's no if you listen to a Bob Marley song, and I don't want to go as far, listen to Chronics. Listen to a Jack Cure. Listen to a Kimani. Listen to a Stephen Marley. You hear the fluidity of the music working. You hear the soul of each individual working in the music. And whether I want to believe it or not, that is why when like a Chronics turn up somewhere, go and sell out. Because I'm going to feel him soul, and I'm going to feel each musician's soul. And that's why when Bobby play music, people going to listen. Because him going to play the thing that will connect to your soul.
So, I mean, part of the connecting, I mean, is arrangement.
It's arrangement.
So, would you say that I mean, the producers, most beat makers, and I mean, some of the younger guys coming in are not arranging their stuff?
Well, I probably don't have the know-how.
I know some younger guys who are lighting fire now.
Right.
You all just don't hear them as yet. Because there's a young man by the name of LB.
Yeah, man, I know LB is a guitarist.
Thank you very much. When you hear his production,
yes,
you are like,
yeah, man,
what the hell? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's true.
And Riff Raff, him literally coming out with things where you're wondering, okay, but you have to understand the Riff Raff come out of Steve Marley's school.
So, you know,
you get me
that's an example right there.
Yeah. Me I come out of Uncle Dean Fraser school. You get me?
So you see the teachings.
So you see the teachings. And LB end up in a all-away class. Him get a piece of everybody. Plus him they go Edna Manley. You get me? Sharita.
True. True.
I can go on and on.
You mentioned some names where really I not cheat this thing. I go about this the right way.
And them have them laptop.
Yes.
A laptop them I use.
Yeah, because the thing modernized, but them I make sure go to the root of the thing.
So me I try to show you is him right. Like the one, that's why when you people talk about popcorn music or ice cement music, it done quick. That's why we make music so often.
And you're talking
and not about the artist.
But that's every genre too, though.
Yeah. Every genre have that.
Even hip hop, EDM or whatever. And you know, where's soul music? They got rid of soul music in America. Real R&B, real melodies. Like to the fact is, and I'm not bashing the young generation. They have their sound. So, but why does every song have to have an auto-tune on it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I'm just being real.
No, true.
You know, you know, I still want to be able to get on my plane when I get home, though.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you taught the truth. You taught the truth.
I think the truth is, though, what happened is that after, what name again? He make autotune famous, you know.
T-Pain.
Forget about T-Pain.
No, the locally.
Not Jamaica.
Oh, Munga and Herbal.
Munga.
Yeah, man.
I think right now Jamaicans do that for style.
Yeah.
And the reality is it also helped the tune, the
like
vocals.
A finish.
Right.
A because what happened is that
finish.
Is that
but what if the singer actually sung it in key?
Yeah, but some producers just like the sound.
Bobby.
No, absolutely. No, you're right, Bobby. You're right, Bobby. But I think
but
it tried.
Feluke also has a point,
Yeah,
because I've
style.
seen it. I've gotten music before where the artist does not necessarily need auto tune.
They put it on it.
They put it on it, so it's
Because the
almost
style.
like.
Yeah, because the producer says that sound they
Or
already
they
cut.
probably want a crisp.
Well, music's a
finish.
youth-driven business, and if all of the youths are doing it, yo, that thing that I shot, that's
Yeah.
the thing, right?
That's the song right
That's
now,
what
yeah.
they're working with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. It is what
Wow.
it is. It is what it is.
So back to the computer and the whole thing, because that's also one of the elements of one of those softwares we say auto-tune. So
No worry now. Live music coming back and it coming back good.
right.
It is coming back and it is coming back good.
I don't think it
But
really.
you
left.
said coming back. I don't. Yeah, I
the
think
re-
it's,
no.
it's
The
there.
no, the reason why I said coming back because you have to remember, Dwayne Stevenson never gave up on it.
True.
Tyrus Riley continues to doing it,
True.
and I can go on and on. But what happened that when you have younger producers, because when you check the Dwayne Stevenson, the Tyrus Riley, and all these people, behind the production is a Uncle Mikey, it's a Dean Fraser, is a you get me? I say, it's a
Yo,
senior.
Yeah.
Dean Fraser, when he come to New York with the Firehouse Band back in the day with Sizzler and
Oh, gosh.
Luciano,
Oh, gosh.
Lock Brooklyn.
Lock.
That's years ago. Sizzler's first time to New York.
Yeah,
Dean Fraser, when he was, forget it. The
Yeah,
band,
big up Uncle Dean.
yeah.
incredible.
So Bobby, who does New York want to see? Like, who are people which artists they're hungry to see?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I think there's a fan base for all kind of artists and there's genres. Like
Yes.
Chronix has his crowd. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And the dancehall acts have their crowd. You know, Hot 97s does their reggae soca show, and Massacre and Adonia and all of them perform, and Ding Dong and the Sell Off. You know what I'm saying? And the people love it. And they love it. You have some great soca acts as well as, if it's a Marshall or a Mr. Killer and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people. And like I said, there's pockets because you have the hardcore crowd. So when Elijah King comes up top or whatever, he's going to, get his crowd because he's the hot thing in Jamaica. And then the yard crowd's going to come out for him to dance, or the younger crowd, such as TJ and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Ding Dong and all of that. But then, you have cats that have been doing it for years that are still going to do it. But one thing I would want to say is, I know Jamaica doesn't buy a lot of records right now or even CDs, but they can go download the Massive B Legacy. Listen to me.
Listen.
to me.
The promotion.
Listen to me.
Tell us.
Massive B
Promotion.
Legacy on all digital outlets. Don't sleep. Listen to me, the old young boy from Brooklyn. Massive B Legacy, and I'm going to big up my family, all of the artists on there, but Bora, big up yourself, you already know. Richie Spice is on there, Chesedek, for all the reggae crew. You just got to listen to the thing.
Elephant Man,
listen,
Sizzler.
I got King Kong on there, if you remember King Kong. Who remembers King Kong if you're a real dancehall fan?
Yeah.
King Tubby's days.
Yes.
Tennis on Nitty Gritty sound. King Kong was one of them artists that had that original sound that then he voiced for King Jammies. And I had a big song with him called Rumble Jumble Life. Necessarily didn't play down here, but globally, ask all of the Sound Clash fans, ask all of them dub plate cutting fans, King Kong Rumble Jumble Life on a cuss rhythm. That rhythm now was by the Roots Radic Band. I had the original cut from original DJ. I'm going to take it back now. Do you remember Rankin Joe?
Yes.
All right. So I got the cut from Joe in the Bronx. And with Boom Bang, we just mixed that in my project apartment right there in Brooklyn.
Some serious something you're going on a while ago.
Fam, listen to me. Listen to me. I live this. From pressing the records and hustling and doing the streets.
Yeah.
You understand? From pressing the records and sneaking them back into America.
Bobby, which I have to ask you this question as a veteran selector. Now, how do you feel now knowing that back in them days, a man usually have to travel through the dance with him record box?
Fam, I was carrying a dub box and a 45 box around the world.
Around the
My
world.
shoulder, I got a bad shoulder for it.
Right. So how you feel now when a man just knows him having a knapsack and
they
a
got
laptop?
it done. The dancehall thing ain't what it used to be. I used to come to yard and I want to go to outdoor dance. Outdoor dance. I don't want to go in a club. I left the bricks. That's Brooklyn. I don't want to go in a club. I want to go outside. I want to see my weed smoke go in the air. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to hear that. I want to hear that top end. I want to hear that top end go.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no amp-driven speakers.
No.
Yeah.
You understand? I want to hear that.
Yeah, right.
You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Oh.
For real. And I want to, yo.
Bobby,
come
you
on,
know
man.
what? I know we didn't start this way, but just listening to you talk, I want. How did you get started? How did this love for dancehall and reggae develop?
I was a street DJ first, right? And I was doing mixes for WBLS at that particular time, which was really the only black-owned radio station in America from Harlem. Then Funkmaster Flex came to me and said, yo, I'm starting a hip-hop station, Hot 97. This is in like 93. And bring me over there in 94 and say, boom, start doing mixes for us. But I was already, before that, I was a street DJ doing my thing, but then in around 92, that's when I just said I want to start Master B labeling the sound system. And I wanted to have, them time, and them yard dances back then, they don't want to hear no Yankee twanged up voice on the mic.
No.
So a lot of cats wanted to be on my sound, but I linked up with a youth. He was a teenager at the time, and it was Jabba. And I just stuck with Jabba. We had our ups and downs, but we rode and we still riding.
Big
to
up
the
Jabba.
point, Master B is, excuse me, still booked, and he's doing his thing, and I'm doing my thing, and we got other people on the team like Lando Hype and Chutney Shada, and you know what I mean? We stay booked, and it's just a love for the music, because I grew, I was in the streets in the 80s. I could have got involved in a lot of different things in New York in the 80s. Money was running a lot of different ways. But it was just my love for the music, and then especially reggae and dancehall music. And for me, this to start my label and say, I'm going to do my thing. And a lot of people don't realize I used to press the records and get them from Kingston or get them from Tennessee or Pennsylvania, fill up my car, and go to every mom and pop shop with a receipt book, consignment, export to Cali, export around the world, and hustle the thing. Straight up hustling.
Nice. Massive B, with all of this now, you can't just keep it in New York and Jamaica. Is there any way that you say, boy, I hear me is a Massive B tour coming up because we need to go global?
No, man, Massive B, we always touring. I mean, when we go back, we got the holidays in New York, so we doing what we're doing. But I'm gonna go touch Europe. We used to play in Jamaica all the time. We used to bring the records in the dub box down. We help, we was playing on the early Fully Loadeds with your girl Sharon Burke. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I know Sharon, we used to play there. We used to come to dance for some dance with Bodyguard, when Firelinks used to play with Bodyguard, and up in Brandon Hill, and even in Clarendon and so forth. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We used to play, but
Mikey, you never born yet.
Probably, Probably.
I mean, we play dance, all the big dances, all the big sounds, and so forth and so on. But like we said, the thing, it changed, but we move with the times. Because or you get left behind, and I'm blessed. I wake up happy. I give thanks for life every day. I got my children healthy. I'm doing what I love.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I go play dances. If that dance has like, just say Caribbean people in it, then I'm gonna play what satisfy them. Because I got dub plates with Yabby You. One the nation and talk about Jah love. Now, listen to me. I got dubs with everybody that I could. You know what I'm saying?
See that.
And Super Cat and combinations with Dennis Brown, and I just did it for the love. I love cutting dubs back then. But I realized today's generation don't want to hear that.
How important is it to reinvent yourself to fit in with the
move
times?
with the times, or you get left behind. And then you will be like that man, oh, nothing going for them. They miserable.
And then you become bitter.
No, man, if I'm in a dance and they want to hear Alkaline, I'm playing Alkaline. It's all love. Alkaline comes to New York, he want to interview, he just got to holler. You know what I'm saying?
And I like that because, there's a lot of veterans also who, even as much as they'd say that, yeah, hear me the music, I mean, just like you mentioned earlier on about past, situations and how it was and from the root and what is the right way. But when I say, boy, John no star,
but then you find your lane. Even if it's a foundation, if it's a DJ, find your lane. Because one thing globally, reggae music is reggae music, and people love it around the world. You could always find a reggae rhythm to go on or something. You just gotta like, listen, I learned how to do Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm not the best educated or the smartest guy, but I try. I learn. My daughter even said, damn, daddy, your thing look nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Your thing shaky.
Your thing looks shaky,
yeah.
And I'm like, yo, my girl, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Work with me. You know what I mean? Work with me.
Yeah.
Yo, you look ghetto. It look ghetto. I'm saying fair.
Yeah. The thing sort out.
Yeah.
See,
But yeah, man. But definitely, like we say, I mean, Bobby, you know, we can talk to you for the entire night.
No, I appreciate it. And sing a big of yourself because you sound wicked for real. You come and sing an acapella. No, I know your name, but you sing an acapella and sound good.
Yeah, man. Sweet, man.
Real talk.
We're not done yet. We have
We're not
half
done yet,
an
man.
hour. We just got a break.
Okay, because we're waiting for I want to hear you on the rhythm.
Yeah, man.
Well, we're going to come back with, or Brian, you know what? Take us to a musical break where we get a bit of Feluke, a bit of course, our music artist, Melody, and a bit of Massive B Legacy Volume 1.
Yeah, we want one of them long time things. You know what I mean? One of them old school something. Yeah.
Heavenly, Father, please hear my cry. Whoa. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father who art in Zion, please hear my cry. I woke up with a smile on my face. A song was there on my mind. You keep us safe and sound. That's when I realized that I've got to keep my soul alive, yeah. We've got to keep our souls alive. We've got to keep our souls alive, yeah. I've got to keep my soul alive. Amen. We say amen, amen. After a daily prayer, we say amen, amen. We've got the thinkers, we've got the dreamers, we've got the feelers, we've got the singers, we've got the writers for life desires. Lord, here comes the tasty fire. Say yes, I've got to keep.
Diggy, diggy, oh, oh, oh. Let love reveal to you, reveal to you. Let love reveal to you, reveal to you. I've been around with you for a while now, but you are so confused. Say you can go through playing with my heart. It is brain straining, playing with my mind, my girl. Can't take it. You always wanna date me before you choose. You try to change your mind, my girl. That's not cool. Let love
What you're selling, 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 what you're selling. Hey, me sell marijuana pon the corner, so no informer pon the corner. The stash a fi high when police arrive. Them shut up and try like Rihanna. Me sell marijuana pon the corner. Call me Mr. Farmer, ganja farmer. The stash a fi high when police arrive. Them shut up and try like Rihanna. Never try get high on your own supply. We a traffic it from the west side to the east side. Ride or die. Airport security a try, but you and I know me weed fly to New York in the snow. From Jamaica, where the land's fertile so dry. What you're selling, 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 what you're selling. Hey, me sell marijuana on the corner. Dog, if you can't buy Rizella, you know it's smoke cranny.
New and improve creative. Them can't keep up to me pace. Word the park, the in at the place. So my under vibes that give me some space. White overproof from we a drink on the bar. Rum bar, keep praising the bar. Bring a quarter flask in the star. Rum bar, keep praising the bar. Praising the bar, raising the bar. Praising the bar, raising the bar. Praising the bar, raising the bar. Rum bar, keep praising the bar.
Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly. New and improved great taste. Them can't keep up to me pace. Where the park, the in at the place. So my under vibes that give me some space. White overproof from where I drink on the bar. Rum bar, keep praising the bar. Bring a quarter flask in the star. Rum bar, keep praising the bar. Raising the bar, raising the bar. Rum bar. Raising the bar, raising the bar. Rum bar. Raising the bar, raising the bar. Rum bar, keep raising the bar.
Must be 18 years or older. Drink responsibly.
Where's that girl? Safe sex has never felt so good. The Time by Slam Condoms is
now 9:37.
Everybody feel irate when they listen to irate. Everybody love irate.
Right, so I want to say welcome back if you're just joining us. It is the E-Buzz. We got Feluke, we got Bobby Konders, we got our music artist Mello T in the building.
You see it.
Yeah. All right, we have lots more to talk to them about, and we're going to open the phone line so you, our listeners, you can get an opportunity to interact with Bobby Konders, Feluke, and our music artist Mello T. But we have some events popping off this weekend, so we're going to be joined via telephones with Coretta Kettle.
Coretta?
Yes. Good night.
Hi, welcome.
How are you?
Thanks for having me.
Now, X-Drive Family Fun Day and After Party is happening this weekend. Can you talk to us, give us all the specifics? When is it? Where is it? Who is on the bill? And what time should we get there?
Okay, it starts at 10 a.m. The admission is $500 children, $1,500 adults. Before, and $2,000 at the gate. All right, we have a flying intervention contest, DJ contest, raffle, and live artists, Jegs and PJ.
Okay. Go ahead.
So we have a lot of surprises and giveaways throughout the day. I will be at Turkle River Park, Ultra St. Anne, November 24th.
All right,
And
correct.
that's this Saturday.
Definitely so. What time should patrons come to X-Drive Family Fun Day?
10 a.m.
As early as 10 a.m.
And we get tickets at the gate? Or are
Tickets
there
at the gate, but online. You can get it at firstinlineja.com.
Do you have any other outlets or just online and at the gate?
No, at the, Kingston, you can get it at Mega Mart and Fontana and 876 Terrace Grill. In Portmore, Genius Pharmacy. In St. Anne, Chucky's Seafood Restaurant.
Okay.
Negril, World of Sports, Mega Mart, and Fontana in Mobile.
All right, Coretta Kettle. Before you leave us, remind us again when, what, who, where.
Okay, X-Drive Family Fun Day, after party, November 24th, this Saturday, Turkle River Park, Ultra St. Anne.
All right. We wish you all the best.
Starting time 10 a.m.
All right. Thank you.
Exactly 2 a.m. we are off.
All right,
so you know what that means? You have to get out early, people. I mean, what's up with us partying really late? Shut-off time is 2 a.m., so you're imploring partygoers to come out early so they can have maximum time and enjoy the vibes.
This Saturday, of course, November 24.
All right, big up yourself, Coretta Kettle. All right, now Mellow Vibes Best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s is also happening this weekend. We have Omar Perrin. Omar, welcome to the Buzz. All right, so I think we don't have Omar yet. But, you know, these type of parties are usually really wicked. The 70s, 80s, and 90s. I don't know about you, but I like to go to a party where I can, you know, dance and have a good time. And I find that 70s, 80s, and 90s, do it for me.
I go all 2000 too, but you don't know, you know. When I stop at 80s and 90s, I go 2000 too. I go from all of them. You know what I mean? From Bobby Condors right down. You know what I mean?
So we're going to be... Omar, are you there? Are you with us now?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
All right. Give us all the details about Mellow Vibes Best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. When is it? Where is it? What time should we get there? And who is on the bill?
All right. On Saturday night, by the Mass Camp by National Stadium, Mello Vibes will be there, and it is the best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And music will be by DJ Iris, DJ Johnny Cool, and yeah. So we're expecting, you guys come in and have a good time come Saturday night.
Wonderful. So, Omar, how the parking and the security set up? Talk to us about that.
Well, the parking, as usual, the entire front of the Mascam, the front field and the rear field, and security will be provided by bunker security alongside the police.
Okay.
So now that we know that there will be adequate parking and tight security, what's the admission, and do we get tickets only at the gate, or do you have ticket outlets?
Well, there's $1,000 pre-sold. Those tickets can be bought at Genius Pharmacy, at Avis Beauty Concept, by Total Dunrobin, and Extras Mall Plaza. And you have a VIP ticket of $3.5, and those tickets are for hassle-free drinks. You can go upstairs to the Sky Deck, and you can pay $3.5 and have a good time.
Nice. And remind us again, what time should patrons come in for Mello Vibes, best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s?
The 80s open at 10, and ladies, you are at $600 before 11.
Hear that? So, ladies, go in from early, you know the thing go, right?
Right. Don't start going the line at
Them time there.
10:59.
Going early, the ladies, you know the thing, all right? All right, Omar Perrin. So we see you at Mascam 70s, 80s, and 90s this Sunday, November 25.
Yes, and come to dance tonight away. Non-stop dancing, fun guaranteed.
See then, enough big up. Mascam well loud, right?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
All right, and remember, thank you so much again, Omar. Remember, you can also check out Appleton Estate's Signature Nights. It's on Thursday, November 22 at Chill Out Beach Park and Grill in Montego Bay.
And of course, the event will feature Romain Virgo live with, of course, admission $500. We understand that patrons will get a free mason jar, of course, with the purchase of a signature blend Q for only $1,200.
And then on Sunday, November 25, you can check out JB Overproof Rum Outer West at Old Hospital Beach Park in Montego Bay. And it kicks off from 2 p.m. until 10 p.m. So make sure you check it out.
And of course, admission for Outer West is $1,000. Ladies, 2 for 1 before 6 p.m. And you don't know if a JB mixed drinks are free all night.
Can I ask you, do you feel some type of way as a man to realize that all these events, they have, like ladies 2 for 1 before 6 p.m.,
No, I like it.
Where
I like it.
You're
yeah,
cool
I like when the ladies them get that extra treat,
I was just wondering if you're in your feelings.
No, I can't say, all right, instead of, bringing 2 more friends and them up there, we'll go all our vibes and party.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
so I see you have a different pre-men.
Yeah,
so,
we are talking about. I not pre them and say, John, what about our price? No.
Bull up the party.
No. But like say lady, in fact, when we go in our party, I love to see the females there.
Don't we know? You're the type who go to the restroom and can't come back.
What restroom I go?
No, we don't know like we go walk.
Nah, man, we are talking about, man.
Man.
We just like, when the party full of female, we are saying, so that party I go shell. It I go shell.
Yeah.
You see when pure, and them people like me, and them people, we are say, Jano star.
You ready?
Jano. No, we're not really ready yet. We are buy 2 juice and all of ice, but we are say, Jano. Party look away.
No, the healing is also happening. Remind us again, Feluke, when is it, where is it? And also, Bobby Konders, you didn't tell us if your album is already out and the platforms. So after Feluke gives us the details on the healing.
Right. All right, so the healing is this Saturday, the 24th, at Hope Zoom Main Lawn. Pre-sold tickets is $2,500. There's no VIP.
Okay. Everybody a VIP.
Everybody a VIP. So you can get tickets at Avery's Boutique. You can get tickets at Bob Marley Museum. Tickets at 22 Jerk.
Nice.
Tickets at Alternative Music and SR Music. You can call 812-4863 and tickets will come to you. Or you can call Harmony Tours. I don't have that number. But yeah.
And if you don't, you know, $3,000 at the gate. That's simple.
3,000 at the gate.
And
yeah,
remember, it's for a worthy cause.
Yeah, the charity event for helping
Fight Against Cancer initiative.
Cancer.
Yeah,
right. And this is really big of you, Feluke.
This is
no, absolutely.
Definitely. I mean,
I commend you on it. So for persons who are listening and they're thinking,
a yearly thing. It's a yearly thing.
They're thinking, Feluke, that they don't really want to go to the event, but they want to support the initiative.
Well, we're working on doing a GoFundMe page. But you know, you have to have a US account to do a GoFundMe page. So we're working on that. And as soon as that is available,
tell them to buy a ticket. They ain't gotta come.
Buy a ticket. They don't have to
Same
come.
way.
See there. See him, so Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
Support is support.
Yeah, man. Support the thing, man.
See it there.
See?
See it
All
there.
right.
So it work out. You know what I mean? So don't forget,
Real
of
talk.
course,
Yeah.
Hope Zoo, Main Lawn.
Really, really good.
This
All right. Now,
Saturday.
so Bobby is
7 p.m.
7 p.m. sharp.
start time.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go. Kish, I think we have some persons on the phone line. Want chip in and talk to.
Okay, buzz through, call you live.
To Bobby and the Feluke and everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Gavin, your signals are mad crazy.
Yeah. You must say. You know, we
All
did
right,
that time. Then.
Bobby, go ahead and tell us. Is the album already out?
You asked me one question earlier. Who's America really waiting to see? But
Yes.
they would love to see Bounty Killer get freed up.
See it
They
there.
would love to see Cartel get freed up.
See it there.
Popcorn get freed up. And one artist everybody wants to see is Bojo. You understand? Real talk.
Nice.
So I don't know how we can see that because
I don't know the
you know.
Yes.
But all right. Now my thing is Master B Legacy. You type it in on Apple Store or any digital outlets, iTunes Store. You can download the album. It's not even expensive. It's $4.99. That's cheap for iTunes prices for an album.
$4.99.
That's
so
all.
much
We're not-
bad song.
Exactly.
I know, yeah.
So much big
because
song.
we just do it for the love of this. You know, we want to get our thing back, but we're not
Collector's item.
overpriced the thing.
Classic. Pure
So
hits.
Master B Legacy, all digital outlets. Y'all ready?
Check it out. You know.
Boom.
Done.
All right. So remember the numbers to call right now. The telephone lines are officially open. The numbers to call are 974-5051
And of course, 974-5043.
or 974-5079. Taking your question, comments, and big ups. The telephone lines
Shooting
are
right
now
now. We
open.
have Feluke in the building. We got Mello T in the building. And of course, we got Bobby Konders.
Lines are already blowing up. Buzz through, call it live.
Welcome.
Greetings. Hail Rastafari.
Give
man,
thanks and
hail.
praise.
Yeah, man, blessed. Yeah, man, and big up all of the host them on the panel, Kashi, man. Courtney Mac that.
Yeah, man, big up.
Courtney man.
IRL King Saba too, you know. So
Wagwan Saba.
Big up Saba.
Yeah, blessed love. For me, Bobby Condors up on the program, you know. We have to call and show him real authentic love, you know.
Saba, big up.
Yes, Bobby, I want the entire human race know that Bobby Condors is one of the real authentic producer in dancehall and reggae music. And Bobby Condors work on a radio station named At 97. Then play a lot of R&B and hip-hop. But Bobby Condors, the entire human race, have a program on Sunday that in slot, in play real reggae and dancehall music. So Bobby Condors, thumbs up and love to you because you all of the reggae music for Jamaican artist, musician, and promoter by playing reggae music over the years while some other disc jockey not playing music. So Bobby, love goes out to you straight from I King, also known as Saba from Jamaica, to you in Jamaica as an American. Same way, Bobby, I love you, yeah?
Yeah, man, human beings, family, one race. That's all. Love,
Yeah,
family,
man.
straight. Y'all ready?
And people, Bobby Condors is a producer that produced a lot of songs for I Sabatooth in the early 90s. So I have to really give him thanks to, because a lot of Europeans and Americans, when them requesting dubplate, they request some of Bobby Condors' song like Ganja Man and the Staggerlock, where me and Burrett and that rhythm would voice it up a Junior Reed studio, Lindsey Christian. So you don't know, Bobby, love you authentically.
Straight family, it's all love.
Yeah, man. And the rest of artists, them, the artists when you hear sing and you say, boy, you idolize Sanchez and Bob
Mello
Marley
T.
and Barrington Levy. What's your name?
Mello T.
Mello T. You really sound good.
Bless
And
bless up.
when Bobby Condors tell you say you sound good, him not just tell you just because you're up on the panel and him a try to be a yes man. Him know a real artist. That man that you see there, don't look as him at him like say him is a white man, even though you see the complexion. Black heart inside. Love black people.
blind.
Remember, Sabbath tell you that.
True.
And the other person on the panel, what's your name?
Feluke.
Feluke. Yeah, man. You're a DJ or a singer.
You know me as the percussionist from the Grafton.
Feluke, God almighty,
Hey, well, you hear the ear change a while ago.
Right now through the
The ear change a while ago, you know.
Where sound and powers goes out to you, Feluke, and you will get your healings within the spiritual connection, within word, sound, and power.
True.
Just heal right now from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. And a virgin tell me how to cure cancer. And tell me, say, you see the red dirt, you dig about 4 to 6 feet, and you use the red dirt. You can boil it and use it, and that red dirt rejuvenate your inside. And you also work with other natural bush remedy. Seeing, but a lot of people who have cancer, they use the medication from the doctor. But sometimes that work, and most of the time, if you go to the natural remedy that our ancestors used from Nani, that our ancestors used from Nani of the Maroon and all of our past ancestors, it's work a lot of. It work mostly very good. Because most of the country people are natural remedy them use and they live long.
A real thing, Saba.
Yes, Saba, but give thanks for calling through though, Saba.
You don't know, I mean.
We're pressing for time. We wanted to get a few
But you don't know, we know you have to pass through and make your voice
heard,
heard, you know?
reasoning with you though.
Alright,
Alright,
Saba, enough respect.
Yeah, man, big up.
We have another caller. Bust through caller, you live.
All right.
Alright.
What we didn't get from you, Feluke, Bobby Konders, and Mello T, is where can we see you perform next? What is your itinerary looking like for the remainder of the year?
My next show for now is the next show up is the 7th of the Mello Road Show in Moby.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mello FM Road Show in Moby.
Cool.
Yes, that's the next show.
All right. How about you, Feluke?
All right, Feluke.
This Saturday, up by Hope Zoom in.
The Healing.
The Healing. My first major performance
since everything.
Since I come back.
How do you feel? Ready?
Why, can I tell you?
I know.
Yeah, man, I'm ready, man. We see the energy, man. I'm fully ready.
How about
and
you,
Bobby Konders.
Do we need a visa to see you?
Yeah, probably. But I'm saying you can just go to Bobby Konders' Instagram, Konders.
Right, because remember my daughter talked to him and him set up the
thing organized now.
Yeah.
But and the bookings is all on there. But
Yeah.
tonight I'll probably touch Weddy and drink 2 juice, and then I'll start Thursday tomorrow. night.
Nice.
And, you know, we in the streets.
Hey,
So now we
Bobby
now
fresh
we
it
does.
Yeah.
So you're going to be here Saturday?
No, I gotta work. I gotta get my money
Man.
Friday night in New
Yeah,
York.
man, yeah.
I gotta get my
Friday,
money
Bobby,
Friday
about-
night in New York.
It's a cheddar night for Bobby on a Friday, you know.
It's the weekend. It's the weekend.
But you know, if you did there, I'm gonna go pass through the
on,
evening.
son.
I'm gonna buy a ticket.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, that's really
See it
cool.
there.
Real talk.
See it
Bust
there.
through calling you live.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Whoa,
What up, son?
Wagwan Shaka.
Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah, man, I have it locked, you know.
See him, sir.
Yeah, man, blaze it, you say, man.
Yeah, man, big up yourself. We
Yeah,
have.
man, blaze it, make you burn it. You don't know Feluke.
Up full.
Yeah, man, go and do your thing, dada.
Blessings, brother. Blessings.
Yeah, man, listen, Mama Elise all the while, you know.
Zine, thank you.
Yeah, man, like you told them, see me. So I said,
Papa, blessings, blessings.
yeah, man, blaze it, make you burn it. Melody,
Bless up yourself, boss.
yeah, man, you don't know that music free, you know.
Yeah, thanks.
That people free. So I said,
You see it? Yeah, man.
yeah, go elevate yourself, that we are listening to hear more, yeah. So I said,
Yeah, man, just request me. Right,
yeah,
true.
man, blaze it, make you burn it.
See it there.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man, Bobby Kanda.
Boom.
Yeah, man, I don't know what Saka warrior no pagan can carry up. Yeah, man, we like every tune we say you produce a long time I listen to. So I say,
No, it's all love, family. I appreciate love that. For real. Real talk.
yeah, man, you think up, dada, up.
Yeah, man, we out there.
Yeah, man, just go and do things same way. So I say,
Yeah, man, global.
yeah, man, so pitch over.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, bring it to the big up to warrior same way. So I say,
Go through, man. Big up your warriors.
yeah, man, I don't know where big up Wayne Moffat, I don't know where big up Froggy, don't know where big up Shane. So I say,
All right. Give thanks.
to burn it and big up my daughter Shamaya. So I say,
All right, big up to the entire crew. Big
Big
up
up the
your
whole
daughter
crew, you don't know.
Shamara, and thanks for calling through. Thanks for the love.
Yeah, man. Whoa.
All right.
See it there?
I think we may have enough time for just one final call. We're on the button. We know Muta Baruka is standing by for the cutting edge, so we have time for just one final call.
One caller, one more caller.
But in the meantime, Bobby Konders, Feluke, and Mello, any parting or uplifting words for your fellow entertainers? I mean, even people around the world, persons who are having a rough time, entertainers who are trying to break, it's not happening for them. They're on the verge of giving up. What would you say to those persons who are listening? What's kind of uplifting message or word you have for them? Melody?
What I would say is that seeing it like Melody, you understand? And take it step by step. Yeah. And continue to do the hard work. You rehearse every day. Although you're not getting any shows or you're not getting any goals, you just go and do your work.
Put in the work.
Put in the work. And when the time comes, the work is there.
Prepare your feet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's my
like that. What about you, Feluke?
Love.
Mm-hmm.
Always remember love. Don't make nothing at all cause of a hate.
Real talk.
Always remember the situation is the problem and not the person.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Once you understand that the situation is the problem, we can live in love. Caring is sharing. Let's look out for each other.
Same so.
Yeah.
All right,
For
Bobby.
real. I just say wake up positive, and like you just said, just have love in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And just keep working, And if it doesn't happen, and it may never happen, still just try to be positive, have love in your heart, and be respectful to people.
Definitely.
Respect. All right, Mac, you know what I'm feeling?
Talk
DJ
to
Brian, I hope you're with me. I want you to drop a beat. I mean, we have Feluke and we have Melody, and we can have Bobby Konders introduce Feluke and Melody, and then just give it something live on a beat.
So if we'll go out to the night, nice to go.
So drop something,
One
Dusty,
drop
Brian.
vibration.
Yeah, let's do it.
Where's it at?
Yeah, Brian, drop
Run the
something
rhythm.
sweet now.
Come
Run
on,
the rhythm.
son.
IRA FM.
Yeah,
Those
man.
have a lineup. This is IRA FM.
Yeah,
Come
hey,
on.
Brian,
You're leading the way. IRA FM.
Touch your button now, man.
Anything. Real Rock Showtime.
Yeah, but we over there sort out himself already and say,
Yeah, he's probably saying, yo, this wasn't in the script. I didn't get this email.
Yeah, man, cool, man. Yeah, man, but I mean, definitely, once again, as we wait for the rhythm,
We can do
it was
our
a pleasure
credits,
for
I think that's
you
gonna
guys
be it.
passing
So,
through. So we big up Worthy Park Estate, Rum Bar, Rum, truly Jamaican.
Big up to the entire team. Big up to Gavin Grant, our producer. Big up to Nicholas Francis, our
Big up.
technical operator.
Definitely. Big up to Garth Graham, keeping us connected, of course, and also Peter Bradburn on the social media, making sure we're live and checking everything.
Big up
good,
to
you know.
DJ Brian with the quick fingers.
Big up yourself, DJ Brian, Make a signal, because we're ready,
Yes, so I'm Kishima Francis.
And I'm Courtney Mack.
And that's basically our time. And DJ Bones is somewhere
He might
around the
enjoy
world on
himself,
vacation,
go and hold
having
him
fun.
vibe, you know what I mean?
A big thank you, Feluke, Bobby Konders, and Melody for
Thank
coming.
Enough
through.
respect.
It was
Thank you,
indeed
man,
a
for real.
pleasure.
Yeah, wonderful.
It was a really good vibe. We see the names on paper, and on paper you get a different vibration. And when you come in person, it's even a sweeter vibe because you don't know what kind of energy all three of you will pull. And
but
overall,
everybody
it was
connect,
a
everybody was a nice
fantastic
of joy and
vibe.
thing, and it was a wonderful
It was.
experience.
Love it.
Enough big up and
Yeah.
continue doing what you all doing in your own ways,
Thank you for
All
having
right.
us.
Give thanks. Musa Baruka is up next with the cutting edge.
We out.
Hear me now, Manchester. 'Tis the season for Black Friday weekend at Lucky Dollar.